Yes, sir. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Open Gym, where real talk meets real sports. I'm your host, AB, and we are here. And I'm back with you again with episode number 2 of season number 2. Man, let's just get all the pleasantries out of the way, man. Obviously, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that notification button, all those things to make sure you stay up to date with every episode and everything that we're doing here at Open Gym Network, man. Is going to be great, great season, a great time that we're going to have all year, bringing you much content, much fun, and much entertainment throughout the year through all these sports with me, your boy AB here at Open Gym Network. Now that that's out of the way, man, let's move on to our first segment, man, because there was a lot that went on this weekend. Over the weekend, Colorado played Oregon, Oregon Ducks. Obviously, we all know it was a downtime for the Colorado Buffaloes. They lost to Oregon. Obviously, it's sad, but literally, I see more excitement and more enjoyment of them losing more than them. Not that you have to celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just so crazy how like you can feel and see how so many people are more so rooting for them to fail more than anything. And but I love the approach that Dion is approaching with this. Obviously, you still have coaches taking shots and different things at the team, and he deals with all this with humility. Uh, Even said it himself. Hey, they won. Let them talk, let them brag, let them boast, because obviously they would do it if it was the same way. It's a teaching moment, but I just look at the whole totality of everything because it's like this is what he does. This is what he did rather within 1 year of recruiting. He got the world at his fingertips. Every news station, every segment, every show wants to be there, talk about the Colorado Buffaloes, and this is just 1 year. So yes, he's going to lack in certain areas because Oregon beat them up front on both sides of the lines. Obviously, Oregon is definitely still a top recruiting school within the country. D1 players all over everywhere. A lot of speed, a lot of defense and offensive linemen who are just much bigger. Maybe more, even a little more athletic than what Colorado can offer right now. And you've seen it; it was evident that the defensive lines, the offensive lines couldn't stand a chance. And it didn't help that Travis Hunter didn't play as well, but I don't think that would have played too much into the fact that would they probably have scored a little bit more. Obviously, I believe so. Obviously, because he's still a talent in itself. Because you can put Travis Hunter on any of these college teams as well, and he will still be as good as he is, or even better. Um, but yeah, man, they lost. Obviously, the first loss of the season, and to me, it's all right, man. They already succeeded in what they needed to do. Colorado won one game last year. One game last year. They already superseded that with 3 wins already. So I'm still riding with Dion. I'm still rocking out with them all year. I'm not saying they win a national championship or anything like that, but I want to see. I like to see the steady growth. I like to see the entertainment. Dion's entertaining. The team's entertaining. The team's good. I love to see Shador Sanders as well play quarterback. Who he had a rough game as well, but again. I'm just rooting for them in general, just in life, as in men, as a young men, as a team, as all that, man. So shout outs to them as well. But then also, before we go any further, let's just get to the news. I'm gonna get it out the way now. Because we all know what's been in the news. It's been circulating for a couple weeks now about the Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift connection, and are they dating? Are they not dating? The brother Jason Kelsey's going on local 94.1 WIP radio in Philadelphia, stating that he believes it's 100% true, but then there was some wavery as did he really say that? You know, Travis admitting that he was going to actually pursue her, but then there was reports saying she don't want anything to do with him. It was just a lot. But then obviously this weekend, as KC had a game this weekend, lo and behold, when you look up into the press box, you see Donna Kelsey, who is Travis Kelsey's mother, and who's sitting right next to her. There sits Taylor Swift sitting right next to her in full KC attire, jacket, whatever going on like that. So obviously, this is probably the coming out party or the public viewing of their engaged with each other. I would say I'm not going to sit here and say they're officially dating or going out or anything like that, but they're definitely conversing with each other. And then there were also videos of them leaving together after the game, essentially like that. After it was pictures of them at the end of the game circulating social media of them leaving together after the game. So that was definitely good. Not good, but that was definitely something that probably excited a lot of people in this world, especially those Swiftie fans, And again, Swifties, don't come after me. This is not hate. This is not anything to do with Taylor Swift. Me personally, I'm not saying to say I'm the biggest fan. Yes, she has some songs that I like. Yes, there's some catchy tunes that everyone likes. We all gotta shake it off. Oh. We all know like stuff like that. Very good songs. I'm a Rihanna guy myself, but I mean, obviously Beyonce is there, but me personally, just different music and the how it sounds and whatever frequencies and stuff like that. Rihanna is my go-to, essentially like that. So when it comes to the female artists, so hey, I guess they're dating, I guess they're courting, I guess they're into it. Hey, good for them guys. Hopefully it works out and keeps going. Very good business decision by him. Very good business decision by Travis because it was reported right after the public showing. The man jersey sales went up 400%. 400. Y'all do the math on that. So we can leave that on. That was a lot of news off the field. But let's go on to the field. Obviously, we had a couple games that just caught my eye this weekend, over the weekend, and in the NFL. We had the Dolphins go against the Broncos today, and the Dolphins just totally dismantled the Denver Broncos, beating them 70-20. I mean, good Lord, 70-20. Like, this isn't college. This isn't Madden, the game. These are professional NFL players where the talent gap is much closer than it would be in college or in lesser leagues. And you to score as a team 70 points, and the running backs combined for 4 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill had over 100 yards scoring for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, the running back, he had an awesome day. Obviously, I would know he's on my fantasy team, and I appreciate you for that. I got my win this week off of you alone, but we're going to keep moving on from that. So that was crazy in itself, but I mean, I sit here and I say the Dolphins definitely is the best offense in the league as we speak presently right now through 3 weeks. That's bias aside. I can be that, y'all knowing me being the Eagles fan, but at the same time, it's undoubtable. Like the past 3 weeks, they just been sensational. Tua, he's been very accurate, very good with the ball, take cares of the ball, delivers it on time. And it doesn't hurt that he has talent like Tyreek Hill, Moser, and Waddle. Even though Waddle didn't play this weekend, and he still put up 70 points. He's a good quarterback. His biggest thing is just staying healthy.
I look at Denver more than anything. I mean, since Russell Wilson getting there, it just hasn't been what it needed to be. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna be honest, just me personally, I do believe that. Not that Russell Wilson doesn't hone his craft, love football, put in the work to be better, to do better, all those things. I would never discredit or disrespect that man like that when it comes to that. But at the same time, since being there, since him making that decision to want to get out of Seattle and also become more marketable, it hasn't been the same. I'm not sure if he lost that edge or I'm not. I'm not going to even go into all that speculation, but at the same time, it's evident there because since that move professionally, it hasn't been the same. Russell Wilson literally was in conversations of the best quarterback in the NFL, definitely top five for a good little stint there. And it's just totally falling off, and I just don't understand what's going on. And I look at Sean Payton as well. Like, he hasn't done anything special either. He was supposed to come into this situation and just rejuvenize this offense, and literally the offense just been looking the same. So there's going to be some issues in Denver as well, but definitely Dolphins, look out for them. But then also you have the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. They lost to the Texans, who was supposedly supposed to be the one of the lesser teams in the NFL, losing to them 37-17, man. And I just look at that and like, yes, I know the Jaguars will probably be better later on. Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. But I just want to give props to D'Amico Ryans, who's the new head coach of the Houston Texans, man. Walked into a situation that was very futile. They got rid of everyone last year to tank to get a quarterback who they currently have, C.J. Stroud, who's been doing a very swell job so far in his rookie campaign. D'Amico Ryans used to play for them, who's the head coach now, being able to come into this situation and create a culture that's been losing for a while now, even with when they had Deshaun Watson there, who's now with the Cleveland Browns. Good job by D'Amico Ryans, who's a former Philadelphia Eagle as well. So happy to see the Texans, just have some life, have some fight, have some gratitude, and just be proud of their organization and what they're doing and how they're playing out there. So shouts out to D'Amico Ryans, man, another black head coach in the NFL who's so far so good, man. 3 games in, doing well in the season, man. Beating a team who was in the playoffs last year, essentially in the Jaguars, beating them 37-17 at that, convincingly like that. Very swell. Obviously, D'Amico's the defensive guy, so the defense is flying around, but the offense is surprising me as well. C.J. Stroud is definitely, like I said, 37 points. I mean, he put up 37 points, so that was definitely good and dope to see as well. I mean, we can go back to KC as well. Obviously, they played the Bears. They totally killed them 41-10. But again, we all know KC is a juggernaut. They have Travis Kelce at tight end. They have the quarterback, obviously Patrick Mahomes as well, and then a host of other casts. But it's just the Bears, y'all. It's just shambles out there. It's just complete shambles out there in Chicago. I feel bad for the young guy, Justin Fields, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, just in a very raw deal pause of a organization right now who just doesn't know what they want to do, how they want to do it, and where they want to go, essentially like that. And everything is just put on that young man's shoulder right now to do everything. Offensive line, terrible. They have some weapons, but doesn't have the time to be able to make reads and make throws. And yes, yeah, and some of it does fall on Justin Fields, Justin Fields. But at the same time, who's teaching them? Can't even tell you who's the coaches and things of that nature over in Chicago. It's terrible over there, man. And I just hope things get corrected quickly or within at least next year, because it's not fair to that young guy. Because then obviously next year they'll be talking about looking for another quarterback, and it's just like, what have you done to put this kid in a position where he can actually succeed? Like what quarterback is going to succeed with that offensive line out there who can block me? Who can't block me? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's terrible out there, and it's sad to see. But hopefully things get turned around out there. Before I move on, Monday Night Football, I get it. Y'all trying to reinvent things and do different things, be cool and all that, but I don't need the double screen of the other Monday Night Football game. First of all, I don't need 2 Monday Night Football games. Let's start there. Monday Night Football, it was fine. It was absolutely fine. Yes, the broadcast probably needed some tweaking, but y'all went out and got some guys like Troy Aikman and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just like, come on, come on, and like, come on, like, let's just leave it one game. It's a national game. Let the whole country, world, whatever's watching, be able to watch that game and enjoy that game. But to have two games on it defeats the purpose, and it actually waters down the product for that day. Me personally, I don't particularly care for it. And then especially when you got the double boxes showing both teams and I'm watching my home team, why do you think I care about the other team that's going on? I know we're sports fans, but like, leave Monday Night Football alone. Get some better broadcasters, production, all that stuff like that. But leave it one game and let everyone enjoy that one game. We should not have a game come on at 7:15 and one at 8:15 when it was perfectly fine with just one game at 8:15. Everyone gets home from work, get to relax, get a meal, and we on up out of here watching this game until the next day. So that's just my little tidbit, my little rant for Monday Night Football when it comes to that. But the other Monday Night Football game, the earlier one that came on at 7:15, man, we gonna bring it home a little bit here. Obviously they play Monday night, so that's the national game. Eagles versus Bucks. As a fan, as an Eagles fan, it was something dope and it, good to see. I was very delighted. I was very pleased at some things, multiple things. I'm not gonna say some, multiple things last night. And we just gonna go down the list real quick, just go through it. One, obviously, that's just hit the head on the nail on the head. We're gonna start where it was the most impact of the night that you seen just all over the place, and that was the defense. The defense was sensational last night. It's sensational too harsh, maybe, but listen, that's how it looked and that's how it presented itself because literally the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then coming off a game because they were 2-0 as well. Then coming off two games of winning, and then obviously the last week, Baker had a good game, and Mike Evans had over 150 yards, touchdown. Like it was a great football by them leading up to this game, and it just showed that there's levels to this essentially like that, and completely dominated them. On both sides of the ball, I would say. Even though we'll get to the offensive side of things for the Eagles, even though it wasn't perfect on the offensive side, but there were elements of the offensive game that they just couldn't. They just couldn't handle essentially like that. So we're gonna stay on the defensive side and start. Who we want to start with? We just gonna start with the defensive line as a whole, man, who is just wreaking havoc all day long. Jordan List, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, uh, uh, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams. I mean, the list goes on. Fletcher Cox, man. And let me just pause for a second. I just want to give a shout out for Fletcher Cox. I know he took a lot of grief a couple years ago. With his play. Obviously, he isn't the same Fletcher that we known and loved since being drafted here when he was such a dominant defensive tackle where literally the only other person that was better than him was Aaron Donald. And like, come on, it's Aaron Donald. So he's been taking some flack, but this year, let me just speak about this year specifically. It's just been a good thing to see from him. Being more fresh, being active, getting sacks, getting pressures, taking on double teams, getting off double teams. It's just been refreshing. And obviously, he's older, so it definitely is predicated on the defensive line being so deep and giving him rest time and rest periods to be able to, catch his breath, get himself together, recover a bit, and get back out there and perform. So it's definitely good to see Fletcher Cox semi or somewhat back to where we know and love of who he was as an Eagle, man. But the defensive line overall was just getting after Baker all night. Sacks, pressures, tackles for loss, all those things all night, forcing them, the back end, even at the safety position. I love seeing Sidney Brown out there, making he had a big breakup play in the end zone on Mike Evans of all people. Blankenship is back, his second game for being injured. He got an interception. But let's just get to the man of the hour. The man of the hour who just literally just put his impact on this game like no other. Jalen Carter, man. I don't know what the heck the other 32 teams or 31 teams were thinking about. Granted, it didn't get to the lower level of the teams, but I mean, it went through a whole hell of a lot of them. And for Jalen Carter to fall to the Eagles and no one wants to get him just because there were certain things that happened off the field that, we ain't going to even talk about right now because it's water under not water under the bridge because he's still going through different legal situations. But at the same time, this ain't the time for that. And it's more so about the guy that is on the field producing for this team and the Eagles team that believes in a culture and a surrounding in their facilities to be able to bring in a guy like that and not only him be a performer on the field but also be a great guy, a great teammate for what we've heard so far off the field, essentially like that. He's young, things do happen, no making no excuses for those things whatsoever. But at the same time, I'm not going to condemn or deem a person a certain way off of actions that I only see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And that's all of us essentially like that. But yeah, Jalen Carter, man, if I just read some of the stats he has, just through 3 games alone this year, Jalen Carter, within 3 games, have 1.5 sacks, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 QB hits, 2 forced fumbles, 15 pressures on the quarterback, and 6 of them are off double teams, meaning 2 people are blocking this man. He still gets off and get to the quarterback to affect him to make a bad play or a bad decision. And with just that play alone, I check FanDuel, check the odds on different things and stuff like that. Just off that alone, those 3 games, he started off the season week 1 a plus 800 to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He is now the favorite and only plus 100 to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And rightfully so. The dude's a stud. It's just straight up stud. In year 1, sitting there lifting grown men off their feet, moving them like they're just me. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and he's ours. He's the cities of Philadelphia's. He's gonna wreck shop. I know I heard some things like different people saying he's the likes of, it reminds him like Reggie White and different things like that. Hey, man, listen, be the best Jalen Carter you can be and make an impact and make your own name. Let someone want to be Jalen Carter because right now, the way this young man is playing right now is unbelievable. And then it feeds and other players feed off it because now you have Jordan Davis who's right next to him who's been playing sensational the last 3 games as well. And not only just being a run stopper, but even a pass rusher, which was his thing coming out of college. Can he stay on the field and pass the quarterback? So, yeah, man, good one on you, Jalen Carter, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay humble, stay grinding, and do what you do. Let's get to the offensive side of things. Offensive line was monumental last night. It was monumental for that game against the Bucs. It was, talking about blocking their behinds off, run blocking, pass blocking, especially run blocking, and we about to get into it now, man. The different holes, pause that was that opened up for our new addition, DeAndre Swift at running back, man. Howie Roseman has done it again. Trading a 4th rounder for this guy, man. Had another sensational night last night, man, and it. Over 100 yards. He was just 130 yards off of 16 carries, and he averaged 8.1 yards a carry last night. Put that in perspective. So literally, he gets a first down on every run, essentially like that, or close to it. It was just sensational. And then only for 16 carries, man. It was good to see, and this is This dude is going to be around if he can keep him healthy, with the rotation of the different backs in and out of the lineups, man. If we can keep him healthy, man, this it's just crazy. I mean, I just read some of the stats. Like I said, just off for 3 games, he's a top 5 running back in the NFL right now, rushing wise, only behind Christian McCaffrey with only 48 less yards. De- with less attempts. DeAndre Swift has 308 yards total, with to Christian McCaffrey's of the 49ers of 353 yards. But Christian McCaffrey did that on 60 attempts, where DeAndre Swift only did it on 45 attempts. And he averages 6.8 yards a carry, man. And it's just good to see, man. He's explosive. He's shifty in the backfield. He can create something out of nothing. He'll lower his shoulder on you. He has breakaway speed. He can hit the home run, man. It was a sensational night by him again. Who is easily putting himself in that number 1 running back role. I know we like to do running back by committee, but it's undoubtable now that he has to be the lead guy. Does he have to get 25 carries a night? No. If you're telling me he can do this, 130 yards and only 16 carries, and on a good night, if you really, really need it, like the other night, maybe 20, but that's just here and there spot duty throughout the year, I'll take it, man. I'll take it for sure. So DeAndre Swift, man, good one on you. He's balling out this year, man. Proud to see the guy, being healthy, hometown guy from Philly, and it's just balling out essentially like that. And let's get to our guy, that the engine of the team, Jalen Hurts. 22 for 37 in that last Monday night against the Bucks, 277 yards. He threw 2 picks. He got sacked once. He ran 10 times for 28 yards. He had a passer rating of 71.6. Not great, essentially, like that. The 2 INTs. One was ill-advised, where it was just not sure what he was looking at. DeAndre Swift was doing an angle route. He didn't really let him finish the route. I don't know if Hurts forgot what he was running or DeAndre ran the wrong route. It was some miscommunication there, where he threw it literally straight to the Buccaneers defender. So that was one INT. And then the other INT, I'm not too mad at it because the DB made a great play. I mean, yes, if he could have got the ball there a little faster to Devontae Smith in the end zone, because that would have been a touchdown. It was in the air a little too long, but the recovery speed the DB made to get back over there to break it up, it was not even break it up, catch it and keep his feet in bounds to get the interception. It was good. It was a great play. I'm not going to take away credit for the play that DB made on that ball, man. It still goes down as an INT to Jalen, but it was a great play. It was one of the ones that, how baseball, someone hits a long ball and they catch the ball before it goes over the fence for a home run. You just tip your cat to him. That's all. It was a great play by him. But what I seen from Jalen Hurts last night, man, you could tell things are still being worked out when it comes to play calling, the type of plays that's called, what he like, what he doesn't like. But not even that, because I do believe last night, if I had to pick a game as far as OC wise and play calling, last night was probably the better game play calling wise from the Eagles and Brian Johnson. Definitely play calling was a mix. It was like almost 50-50 when it came to the run-pass ratio. It was a good mix of run here, pass here, knowing when to lean on a run a little more, but then also getting the wide receivers involved. I would like to have seen Smitty get a little bit more involved, but it was good seeing A.J. Brown get involved. He had over 100 yards. Dallas Goedert as well got involved as well. Finally, the running backs obviously still going to be involved in it. Adamake Zaccheaus, who had to fill in for Quez Watkins at the wide receiver number 3, the slot wide receiver last night. He caught two of his 3 targets last night, and one of them was for a touchdown, so that was good to see. He was spreading the ball around a bit, but if I have to say anything that gave me cause or pause, he's definitely still, I would say this, Jalen Hurts, between the start of the game and as the game went along, you've seen him progressively get better and get more comfortable. This is the reason why, even though I'm about to go into this, reason why I believe as the season goes along, he would be better, the team would be better. But he missed some guys out there, easy throws. I remember one specifically. It was third down and like maybe 9 or 8, and he had stole the tight end wide open in the middle field and just missed him. just all the purpose is just literally just missed them. And we had a first down. We could have had a first down there. Then we went for one on fourth down, and we didn't get the first down. So little things like that, miscommunications. Not only the swift miscommunication, there was a miscommunication play with AJ Brown that was on the comeback route. The ball he just doesn't look comfortable just yet. Still look like they're working through things, because I do see every time he comes out of the field, he's sitting there talking to Brian Johnson, talking to Nick Sirianni, just trying to work through things, trying to figure it out. So through all that, they still winning. They still 3-0. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing you ask for. That, so there's room to grow in his role, that he can get better. And you've seen it throughout the game, because just as much as there was many things that he didn't do early or throws that he missed early, he made some beauty of some plays, extending the plays, hitting Dominique Zacchaeus on the sideline play, him wide open. Even the play for the touchdown to him as well. Stood in the pocket, didn't panic, didn't roll out too fast, which he's been doing as of late this season. Didn't roll out too fast, leave the pocket too fast, stood in there, delivered a strike to him in stride as he kept on going and scoring while taking a hit as well. A couple passes to A.J. Brown, who had a great night last night. And I guess that little sideline tiff, it happens sometimes. The Devo wide receiver say something, and his best friend, you're going to feed him, force feed him the next day. So he had a good game as well. Dropped a touchdown pass. Burnt my ticket up. I know players don't care about fantasy. They don't care about your betting ticket, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But damn it, I do. Y'all got y'all millions already. Can I get some? What Martin say? How can I get to the yams? How can I get to the yams? No, but seriously, though, it was definitely something good to see about him as well, being able to, show off finally. So I do believe the Sixers, because we're going to get into NBA as well, but I do believe that the Eagles are in a good space. Like I said, not playing their best game, and they're sitting there already at 3-0, tops of the NFC division, only tied with, I believe, the 49ers, I believe, the only other team that's 3-0 as well. So, yeah, man, and then our NFC East conference is looking well. We're the sole owner of the number one spot in the NFC East, and the Cowboys are now 2-1, losing to the Arizona Cardinals. Let me just stop for a second. I'm gonna get back to the Eagles real fast. Let me just stop. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this Cowboy stuff, but seriously, the Arizona Cardinals, right? We talking about the worst, if not the worst team in the NFL. The Arizona Cardinals. That's who you lose to. Joshua Dobbs. Anyone know who that is? This guy right here on your screen. Anyone know who that guy is without me showing you right now and letting you know that he plays for the Arizona Cardinals right now? I didn't think so. That's the Cowboys for you. When expectations rise. I'm going to leave y'all Cowboys alone. I know y'all hurting enough right now. But, yeah, Jalen Hurts, man, decent night, better day, over 200 yards passing. He had a rushing TD as well, obviously, tonight. Tush push, you already know. 90% effective. So, yeah, man, Eagles win 3-0. Tops of the division, tied with the 49ers, tops in the NFC East, man. Let's see how it go. I do believe they'll grow. I do believe they'll get better. Defense will get better. Offense should get better. Offensive line's a stud. They're getting into form, rounding into form. So I'm looking forward to them getting later on in the season, obviously. So, all right. Now that we handled that when it came to football, man, we just going to move on, everybody. We're going to move on to NBA. Just some quick news and notes before we get on out of here, man. The NBA is back. We have NBA Media Day. That's next Monday. If I can get you the date, I'll get you the date. Well, I'll put it on the screen because I ain't going to put it up right now. But next Monday, the NBA Media Day. Training camp starts on Tuesday. Uh, and the first preseason game is that Thursday. NBA is back, man. Sports is in full effect. Football is in full effect. Baseball's heading to the playoffs this week. Basketball training camp start next week. I can't wait. Just some news and notes. Obviously, we have still have two guys out there that are looking to be traded, in Dame Lillard and James Harden. Nothing on the Harden front, because I do feel like this is something that waiting for the Dame Lillard shoe to drop. How does that move? What compensation he got? X, Y, and Z, stuff like that. So I do believe that's more so of a thing that's waiting for the Dame Lillard shoe to drop. And then just I guess the latest update on the Dame Lillard situation via Mark Spears of ESPN recently stated that he believes and that he's hearing a lot of different things within the organization, that pretty much Dame Lillard, by media day, they want to have him traded by next week. And like I just stated, media day is next Monday, and they want that situation with Dame Lillard to be resolved essentially before media day even come. And granted, as an organization, I would believe so too, and I would believe the Sixers would like that as well. You don't want the distraction coming in the training camp. You want a clean slate. You want to be able to just hit the floor running and go into the season fresh start without a lot of baggage or a lot of talking going on. So looks like, or it's sounding like, they're trying hard to give Dame his wish and trade him. Now, where he goes, that remains to be seen. I know his destination is he wants to go to Miami, and he also stated, it was also reported that he stated that if he gets traded anywhere else, he's not re-signing, and all these other different things like that. They try to deter them from trading him to Miami. I mean, to try to deter the team to trade him anywhere other than Miami. But as of right now, as an organization, it looks like they're fine with, if a better offer comes along, they'll take that offer instead. Granted, Dame, I would say they might owe you because of what you've done for them for so long without the adequate pieces around you. But we all know it's a business, and this is the harsh truth of it. They're going to do what's best for the team. I I don't know what else there is to do. I know you want to go to Miami. I know he wants to go to Miami. I don't know you want to. I don't know you personally, but I know he wants to go to Miami. I know he wants to play with Bam and Jimmy and all those guys. But like, I can't also be mad at a team for sitting there, not wanting to do that for you and sit there and actually trade you somewhere and they get nothing that they like in return, because you can't. I don't know how you can sell me on trading Dame Lillard for Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying? That's two different classes of people essentially like that. So I mean, we'll see Monday if that holds true. I'll be here Monday with breaking news, letting y'all know that Dame Lillard has been traded somewhere. Essentially like that. So we'll see, because if that's the case, that's definitely going to shake up the NBA, because then, like I said, that might be the shoe drop that even moves James Harden. You know what that does for the Sixers or the other team that James Harden goes to. We shall see when it comes to that. And then even after that is reported, obviously right now, it looks like the Raptors are the favorites to land Dame Lillard as well. The Raptors have reached out to the Blazers about Dame Lillard, possibly getting them there to Toronto. So let's see what happens there. Is that where he goes? Is that where he goes to on Monday? Is that who, say, they go the Kawhi route like they did last year? Hey, listen, we're willing to take you for 1 year. Give us your all this 1 year, and after that you can go, or whatever like that. Or maybe he gets there, loves it, and he stays, man. Who knows, man? NBA is back, and NBA is all about parity and entertainment, man. And that's what sports is about, and I love it. And I'm glad I'm a part of this thing the way I am, man. So yeah, man, that's what we got going on, man. I appreciate you guys stepping in to the gym with me today, man. Episode number 2, Open Gym, man. Again, it's your boy AB, man. I love being here with you. each and every week. I'm giving you this. Like I said, again, continue to share this stuff. Continue to like, continue to comment, continue to tell people about it, man. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button because we bring you stuff each and every week, man. We're going to have fun with this thing. Got some things coming up. Training camp, like I said, NBA training camp is on the way. Big special that we'll be filming for you guys. I have some friends that's going to be along with me as well for this journey and this ride, and we're going to talk about the NBA in totality, not all the teams, but most of the teams, most of the different storylines that's within the NBA, man. And we're going to have a ball with it. So stay tuned for that announcement that's coming up, man. So, yeah, man, this is your boy AB once again, and I'm out of here, man. This is Open Gym Network with real talk collides with real sports, man. And we are out of here. Yes, sir.